Alright, somebody left me a nice comment in one of my videos and I want to share that comment. I don't check comments normally. Todai Ryan does that, and Jenny. And Jenny forwarded me the comment because she thought it was a good comment. That's kind of what I do to shield myself away from a lot of negativity because I don't want to be a negative person. Try not to be. But it's a nice message and I wanted to share some of that positivity. Alright, so here it is. It was left on the video that I titled "I'm Not God, but I'm an Entrepreneur." So I'm going to read the comment and I'm going to give my reflection on it. It said, "Alright, I only know you from the few videos I've seen of you and your business, thanks to a video I watched of Terrell Owens that then linked to you. Go to figure that one out. But this video seems to show some very personal pain in it. I hope nobody has offended you for your work you do or how you do it. You seem to be a very caring, giving person, both in your personal life and in your training center. You seem to be very driven to a dream and want to let others share and grow with that dream with you, and that is to be commended, as you stated. I don't know you, but know that just from what I've seen, I respect what you do greatly, and I wish I had known you at a younger age to be in a better physical position to learn your art from you. Never let anyone get you down, make you feel upset for what you are trying to do and how you do it when it comes to your dreams and trying to make others live lives better. There is too little of this in this world and we need more of it. I would just say two things. Never let anyone know that what they say or do negatively towards you had gotten to you in any way, as this gives them the power they were seeking in doing so. And never focus one bit of energy on anything negative someone has to say about you, as it is simply wasted energy that can better be used on focusing on better things. Maybe I'm wrong in my interpretation of this video, which I hope is the case, but either way, be well and much success." Alright, so the guy mentioned some really nice things, and you know, it makes sense what he's saying. You know what I mean? Like, let me repeat this. He said, never let anyone know that what they say or do negatively towards you had gotten to you in any way, as this gives them the power they were seeking in doing so." I think that's important in what I do, and a lot of people out in the public have to do as well. I mean, say for someone like Eminem, like he's so famous and so many videos out there and so many people talking about him. You read in the comment section, he's got his fans and you got the people that hate him and people talk trash about him, but you know, people talk good about him, but he can't be focused on that. You know, it's like, just imagine if Eminem went to every video that's out there about him and he starts reading everybody's comments. I mean, you can't do something like that. You gotta focus on your thing, and you can't let the negative energy drag you down. So what this guy's saying is really something that I need to do. You know, that's what I try to do the best I can as well. That's why I have Todai Ryan help me manage the YouTube channel, and Jenny, you know, she looks at some of the things sometimes, but that's normally why I don't read the comments, because I don't want that negativity to drag me down. Yeah, and that's something that I think is very important when you, especially when you go public, is not to focus on people's negativity. I've been trying to do that as much as I can, but sometimes the stuff it seeps through. But it's not always like me responding emotionally about it. It's more like sometimes, a lot of times I feel that it's just people lack understanding, and it's like frustrating, more frustrating. Like they don't get it, and then I have to, you know, sometimes I feel like I have to respond back, and to try to explain, you know, myself, or explain certain things that people just don't understand, and that's you know, frustrating. It's like basically trying to teach a child that might be have ADD or might be, you know, have autism, Like, you can't teach them the way that you teach, like, a kid that doesn't have those types of, mental barriers or whatever the case may be. It's like, certain people are born with, like, just a lack of understanding of certain things, and they can't put two and two together to get an understanding. It's like, and you could try all you want, but then they just don't get it, and it could get frustrating, and that's kind of how I feel with some of these people that try to interact with me online, is they just don't get it. Like, they just can't put two and two together, and then it gets frustrating, and I think those people will see that in some of my videos, trying to get people to understand something that to me is very clear and straightforward, but for them, it's just hard for them to understand. And I guess that's the nature of how it is, and not everybody's gonna get it. Not everybody's meant to get it, So that's what I had to say about that. And this is what else he said. Never focus on one bit of energy on anything negative someone has to say about you, as it is simply wasted energy that could be better used focusing on better things. I mean, I agree to that. That's what I try to do to the best that I can, is I don't want to focus too much on the negative people. That's why I'm making a video about this message, because it's positive, and I want to focus more on the positive, the best that I can, because a lot of times I do make video responses on some of the negative stuff, and even the focus on this whole cage fighting, it's very negative, and maybe a good route to do is just to stop focusing on so much of the negative on that, and focus on something more positive to get the people's minds to divert to something that's going to help better them. So meaning, like, rather than talk so much about the cage fighting, maybe I should talk more about nutrition and proper exercise technique, and learning more about themselves and relationships and about life. So I do what I can to focus more on the positive, but the negative is a part of life. And I guess what it is if there's a big part of my audience is focused on the negative so much, what ends up happening is they end up sending me a bunch of questions about negative things, and I just respond back to the questions on the negative, and that's essentially what happens a lot of the times. Like, people ask me questions about racism, people ask me questions about this fighter, about the cage fighting, asking me about this and that, and I just responding back to questions. So if a lot of the people are focused on the negative, I'm just kind of like, I'm just a mirror to what the people on the audience are focusing on too. So I try to do the positive as much as I can, but the yin and the yang, the black and the white, black is negative, white is the positive, they go hand in hand. So I need to, if anything, try to balance it, not too much negative and not too much positive, because too much positive, it's not real, because it ends up becoming fake. It's like a person that's sad and then pretends like he's happy when he's really sad. I mean, for me, that's not being real. If you're sad, then just be sad. If you're happy, then be happy.